Well, I can see my sound waves move, so I can kind of.
He knows you can.
Yeah,
You can
like
hear
I know exactly how it's being recorded. Hey, Mark, put down your Tinder phone.
No, I was on Instagram at that point.
Oh, come on.
How many hours a day do you think you spend on Tinder?
Yeah.
Depends on the day, man.
How would you calculate it?
If you
Dude,
had
do
to
you
rough-
pay?
run a rough-
You're paid, right?
No.
I thought you were paying.
You don't pay?
Nope. I pay every so often. I do it for a month. and
Every
I'm
so
like,
often. Current pay. Current payer.
No, not current. No, it just lapsed.
Oh, come on.
It just lapsed.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, I can prove it. I can show you that it's
Can
not.
you? Okay, then how'd you cancel?
I go into iTunes and I go to view Apple ID subscriptions. Cancel that motherfucker.
Okay.
Cancel that motherfucker.
That's kind of how it would work. Okay.
That's kind of how it does work.
Hey, everyone. This
I
is
think
Dream
it-
Warriors 84.
Yes, it is.
We got Mark and Chris.
Hey, yo.
Got Pete. Peter. That's all I'm doing for the intro. That's it.
That's all I'm doing.
That's it.
That's all she wrote.
That might just.
That's all she wrote.
That was like a 20-minute conversation into.
For
what
a
could be
10-second intro.
A 10-second intro at the very end. That's,
So, what's your recording time to usable time? 20 minutes to 10 seconds.
the intro is just going
Not
to
the
jump
best.
into us saying things, and that's it. All right, so we got derailed because we wanted to do John Wick 1 and 2. HBO no longer has John Wick 2 available on demand, even though they have it on airtime and you can get it through the HBO app via Amazon Prime. So we couldn't do John Wick 1 or 2, so we sat down for about 40 minutes jerking each other off, trying to decide what to discuss.
And I don't think we ever came to a conclusion.
And we still don't have a strong concept.
yeah.
The,
we
the loose
wanna
idea
do-
was Marvel.
Yeah, do a Marvel teaser because Chris hasn't seen.
Chris hasn't seen any of them,
Majority.
nor does he have any interest.
No, he's
Yeah.
seen a couple. No, we went through. He's seen like a couple.
Wait, hold on.
but-
We got 3 people here. Chris can
I can speak for myself.
when I say Chris has no interest. Chris can say something.
Chris, that's you.
I have seen a couple of them. Yeah, I do lack interest in the Marvel movies.
There you go.
Yeah, I like.
I know my
can
boy.
watch them,
All right, cut
but,
his mic.
Yeah, you know.
I know my boy.
You know how
Time
my
to put the
style
headphones
of
on.
movie, you know what holds my interest. You know what I mean? What keeps me
Speaking of
entertained, and it's
holding
not that.
speaking of holding interest, where were you? What's your take on John Wick?
Oh, I loved it.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot.
Nice.
I think it's the like a modern day Die Hard.
Okay.
You know, I think it definitely takes that big action hero.
So you mean it's
role.
just like a rewatchable action movie? Like when you say modern day Die Hard,
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, exactly. Yes.
like Lethal Weapon, Predator,
Oh yeah.
John Wick.
Yep.
Okay, like we put it
rewatchable
all.
content, yeah.
Every time I watch
That's a
John
good
Wick,
one.
every single time I watch John Wick, I pick up something new.
Every time I watch John Wick, it makes me want to go buy a lot of guns and learn how to shoot them
That's also a very good point.
Yeah.
and learn how to do judo like
Yeah,
he does. Just dude, the behind the scenes you got to watch. It's
Yeah.
sick.
So tell me about the behind. Like, how much of that did you get into?
all of it. I rewatched some of the behind the scenes.
So where were you watching? Like, how were you getting access?
It was a link that I clicked through. I think on FiOS. I was watching it through FiOS, and there was
So
extras.
just like through digital domain or whatever. Okay.
And
Awesome.
it goes into it shows you clips of him training
Yeah.
with like live.
Well, Keanu Reeves always
action.
trains. Like, there's lots of
yeah.
footage of him
Yeah.
training for The Matrix, and
Well, they talk about like
He's
he did
always
that
producing.
47 Ronin movie and
Yeah.
that Main of Tai Chi.
Yep.
Like he's
When they talk about
he's very
methodology
physical.
or method actors,
Yeah.
he's the one that I think about for like what he's doing.
Yeah.
You know that he spent time with like Green Berets. He spent time
Yeah.
with like judo masters.
Well,
The dude is 100%.
just the way that he handles the guns in this though
Yeah.
is so
incredible.
cool and
Well, it's military-esque.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's but it's they also like movie per movie. It's almost like they put like character things in how they hold guns and how they position themselves.
Well, they
and
talk
they're,
about
like,
that too.
always
Like
conscious.
why they train him that way. They want him to have a more sharp look than the other guys that he was fighting.
Yeah.
because they needed to be believable for some reason that he was better than them. And when
Right.
you look at how he goes through the rooms,
Yeah.
how he carries the gun, how he engages them,
Yeah.
it's better, it's
Well-
sharper, it's quicker than these other guys.
The one thing
It's all very precise.
Yeah.
the one thing I love is like almost like the spontaneity of how he like quickly outsmart someone.
Yeah.
To where like a double wall or a pillar or like there's something in front of them.
Yep.
Yeah,
Like him, but he'll go around it real quick.
He uses more elements before they even realize what's going on.
Exactly. Yeah, you kind of see them catch up as they're reacting. He's acting before they can have the time to react.
Yeah, and usually by the time they react, they're dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of headshots.
Well, that's what I talk about. His last resort is hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah.
His first resort, guns,
yes.
environment, vehicles.
Dude, I love the one where he like judos the guy down, and he has him pinned, and he pops off the guy across the room, and then he pops the dude off like right at his
and
knees.
dude, that's part of like
damn, dude.
this movie. Just every action scene where he's taken, whether it's a couple guys or an entire slew of guys in a row.
Yeah.
That's what I love. They don't seem to be redundant with what he's doing, but you can see there is a stylistic thing. So he does judo, but then sometimes he's just running through these guys.
Yeah.
And it's just like, wow, this guy's just insane.
The one thing I picked up that I guess I never, like, I paid attention to, but it just wasn't hitting me, is when the criminal, like the mob boss, the boss guy, when they have him like tied down to the chair, and he explains to John Wick how, like, I get it, you had a wife, you broke away, you got away from us, but like, you don't understand that this life doesn't leave you.
Yeah.
Like, as much as you want to pretend
And you weren't a part of this. Yeah.
Yeah, and he kind of like calls him out, and that's what I mean. Like, this movie is so layered and freaking cool.
Yeah.
And it's almost like a world you want to live in, and most good crime movies do that. Even though they're criminals, and you're like, I want to be. Like, I want to be
there's,
there.
Yeah, there's like a super high level of interest in these worlds because people don't know. The average person is never going to be exposed or be in it, and there's a level of interest there, and it peaks at. But it shows you that even these guys have like a code of something somehow.
Yeah,
and it's there might be a lot of chaos, but there's still a lot of things that you can predict.
Yeah,
like within this realm.
If you want to ask me, there's a little bit of corniness to the backstory of the whole. Like the whole
like the hotel,
and I mean I like the idea of it, like them living within these certain like codes,
confines.
Push that mic a little closer. Yeah, you can take it.
Well, there we go. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
We can hear you.
I thought it was a couple things that were a little bit cornball, like the that it was just that stereotype coming in, like he lost his wife, and then they come and kill the dog, and instead of just letting it go, it was like this big thing. Like, I felt like where a normal person would have been like, okay, they killed and murdered my dog, but like, I'm not, like, you know,
like,
the rational thing
I'm
is not to go murder a person after they killed your dog.
Yeah.
Well, you know?
Yeah, but that's where, again, like, I think that's where, like, this is the world that these people live in.
Yeah.
Where, like, for someone
but
like John Wick, that's how you react.
Yeah, and the part for him is
but
that's
for him
hard
to get pushed back into that. Like that easily over a dog.
Well,
it's like my wife's dead. I have like. You
Well,
know
I
what I'm
think
saying?
I think some of it too was what the guy was the mob boss was saying to him, which is like, you're not out of this like lifestyle, like, it's there.
You're trying to pretend that it's not in you anymore.
And we're experiencing how much out of it you really are, because look at where we are.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't know, like, what were your expectations sitting down to watch it, Chris? Like,
I had none. Well, I was going in thinking it was,
because Mark and I kind of were hyping it up.
Hyped it up a lot. Yeah. I mean, I'm not complaining about it. I liked it a lot. It's just the certain aspect, you know what I mean? Just the certain things that I thought were just a little bit more cornball than I would have liked. Now, and
we were watching some of The Godfather earlier.
Yeah, that's true. So,
and The Godfather is just like a super realistic, like like John Wick's almost like a cartoon. Compared to Godfather.
It is a caricature.
Yeah, I could see that. I guess you
get what I'm saying?
I don't know what you're saying, but and the one thing they do explain, they go into it, which either you buy into it or you don't, unfortunately, is the thing where I think the main reason why he can't do what you're saying, where he, you know, why would he rationally, if he did all that to get out, and his wife died, and now they came and they killed his dog and stole his car, is because the wife sent the dog for him to mourn, and he wasn't done mourning his wife, and so he's like, you know what? He's like, you guys think you know what? This shit's not over. And now I'm going to take all of you out.
Yeah, and it was also, that was the last part of his wife that was left.
Yeah,
was
the dog.
Represented within
because the wife sent him the dog.
I know, I do understand.
Why the dog?
Let's
kind of play story editor real quick. What would have been a better scenario for him to get back into everything. Like let's say let's say we take out the dog. Let's just say the wife dies. Okay, and we have this assassin of assassins, as Mark expertly
Well, I think if
portrayed. So now, how do we get someone like John Wick on a killing spree?
I mean, I have an idea. I don't know if it's as compelling, but
Go.
you got something?
Well, I was just gonna say. I mean, the obvious choice is going into that the wife is killed by, somehow. Lines got crossed. Instead of the dog, it's the wife.
Yeah,
that's why I felt the dog was like a poor choice of.
Or
a way to connect.
A way to connect. Like now I have to kill everybody. Like I'm not avenging my wife. I'm avenging my fucking dog.
Right.
Excuse my language,
Well, so
sorry.
what he's avenging, even though yes, part of it is him avenging the dog. I think what they were trying to allude to, and maybe they didn't do a good enough job, is it was the full encompassing. I'm mourning my wife dying, and while I'm doing this, you kill my dog, which my wife sent me, and you steal my car, like my only other prized possession in this world.
And I can see, I can see having that like
not just fully destroying his life now. Like his wife's already destroyed by his wife not there, but now it's the only connection he has is like, and you took that shit. Well, like seriously,
what about?
Because to take hope from someone who's
already that low,
who's already that low, yeah.
But like going along what Chris said. So what about? Like I said, like what kind of like Mark, both of you guys. It's like. It's the wife, but lines got crossed.
I kind of like leaving it. Let's say the wife dies. What if so he's at the actual funeral and somebody's trying to take him out because it's to put like a notch on their belt, like I killed John Wick. Even though he's retired, it's like I killed John Wick.
Yeah, that's kind of but
it's not a good way.
Yeah,
but it's a way.
But him being the boogeyman of these guys, like they're all afraid of him. So someone randomly trying to, there's a Schwarzenegger movie called Killing Gunther that came out. Yeah. That is like that same plot. And Schwarzenegger's like the John Wick, and they're all.
Oh, really?
But it's kind of like but it's kind of like a shot like a reality TV show, and they all have like there's 5 assassins all trying to kill like Schwarzenegger, and Schwarzenegger's like this super
assassin.
Yeah, but he's making fun of himself. But I like Chris's thing because it could have been that like they went to the wrong house and killed the wrong girl. Like they could have tied that in. Like, and these guys were idiots and they didn't realize they were in John Wick's house. Like you should know you're in John Wick's house.
Okay, I get
there's
that.
obvious things there.
Yeah,
like maybe and. Like I would believe that, and especially if they
they could have played it up because the cop knows who he is,
right.
knows his background. So actually, that's not a bad.
Yeah, and
they could have played that up.
And if they gave the wife a horrible death in front of him,
so it's a home invasion going bad. Where like they don't realize who it is, and they think they kill him, but they don't.
A really hot wife that they tie up.
Oh yeah, and maybe
that they.
I think I've seen pornographies that start this way.
And they kind of and the wife has like. They're just about to do something. The wife has all this lace on, like garter belt. And they're like, these guys just
fishnets and
bust through the door, and they're like, oh,
and they're hanging down.
And then they beat the shit out of John Wick, tie him up, and they got this wife,
and they make him watch.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's definitely a compelling reason to bring him back into the life.
But by making him watch. By making John Wick watch,
we get to watch.
We watch.
I knew you were. We get to watch.
We are.
But with the dog, the idea that the dog is like a reason enough to go back and take down this whole crime syndicate. Like I understand going and okay, you get the guys that killed your dog.
Yeah,
they came into your home and disrespected you.
Well,
but if they would have just stopped it there, because at that point that it could have ended there. You know what I mean? It could have been like okay, we can both.
Yeah.
Where's that line? Like, why do they kept pushing it?
It's also a Hollywood thing to save the dog. That's what they call it.
Yeah.
So part of we see it in Armageddon. We see it in the American Godzilla remake. You see it in Independence Day.
You see it in Superman.
In Superman, yes.
You see it every movie
to where
the dog valued more than human life,
and the audience will always cheer for the dog. Yeah, that's why they put that in movies. And
that's
and
right, Dallas.
Yeah. Hey, Dallas is a dog. What do you mean? Dallas is our boy.
He's got the sharpest teeth for a dog I've ever seen.
Put your cutters up.
It's cool. Yeah. But so it could have just been like Hollywood practice for them to trust going in that direction, and then maybe starting the movie in a too horrific of a peak, because like here's the thing, it's a little bit of like Bushwick, where we have to start this
It's gotta
like
start somewhere.
journey.
Yeah.
We have to kind of we need the momentum.
Yeah.
But first we need this garbage out of the way.
Yeah.
So how does John Wick break the floor with the sledgehammer to get like his weapons? We need
Yeah.
that. So how do we get there? What's the best way? You know,
And I'm sure they pitched the wife gets killed by accident, but that's been done.
could've been,
yeah.
Lethal Weapon. They
Yeah.
eventually revealed
yeah.
that. Like,
Was that Lethal Weapon?
yeah,
too?
yeah. You find out in two.
Yeah.
So she dies in one, but you find out in two that why she died.
Yeah.
And that it wasn't an accident. That they were
Right.
going after him.
Lethal Weapons are so good.
Dude, they were.
I
the
love
the
those
plot
ones.
twists were kind of ahead of its time.
That's probably
Get too old for this.
he's doing Always Sunny. Getting
I
too
want,
old.
I want you to flap like a bird so he can turn so I can shoot the bite. Do you think the bird thing works? No, I just want to see if you would do it.
Yeah, right. I just wanted to see if you would do it. That's almost like the line in Any Given Sunday when Ice Cube or Ice C raises his hand. And, you know, like when
LL
Al
Cool
Pacino,
J.
LL Cool J, yeah, and Al Pacino's like, what was he say? If you're a pussy, raise your hand.
Yeah, and he
he puts his hand
Wait,
like,
what are you doing? What are you doing? He's
he's
like, "What are you doing with your pussy raised hand, coach?"
yeah, I don't want you to be the only one with your hand raised. It's awesome, but
Classic line.
no, but I would. So when it comes to John Wick, so where are we? Are we recommending this movie?
Absolutely. I
Yeah.
would definitely recommend it.
Hell
So-
yeah.
Does-
Because it had a good, it was shot well, had a good build. It was very dramatic. You know what I mean? Like I was intense. I was pulled in.
Yeah.
Just a couple things kind of knocked me out of
Yeah,
it. But,
so-
but it's not something to where I'm saying don't watch this movie. It's absolutely well worth the watch.
And-
I'd
and-
watch it again.
Oh yeah.
And
I have.
They're making a the third one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The third one's coming, and then there was also
Because the second one did so well, they were surprised at how well the second one did.
Yeah.
and that was the beta test for them. It's like if this one does well, because the first one didn't get a lot of press.
yeah, and John
And then
John-
people saw it and were like, "Oh, man, this is awesome."
Yeah, John Wick is a complete word of mouth success
Yeah.
in today's time.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Which is fantastic. And then so like where are you guys with any want or expectation to see something like Atomic Blonde?
So
Which is essentially, they call that movie Jane Wick.
Yeah.
She's just a girl John Wick.
I do want to sit down and watch it. I don't know much about it from the background. I know you've spoken about it off mic a couple times.
I
but
watched, I saw like the first, somehow it was available.
It was on Netflix.
It was
I think
almost
on
like,
Netflix.
I got it on Amazon somehow. It was like a weird thing. It's like, it was available
Yeah.
and I started to watch it and then I went back to go finish it and it was gone.
Yeah.
So, because I thought it was like coming up on Prime.
Yeah.
But so I watched like maybe like the first like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And it was just like, it was okay. It's very well shot. It's got cool music.
Yeah.
It's got her.
Yeah.
Like, I will watch anything with Charisse Theron, whatever the freak her name is. The girl from Fury Road.
Yeah.
The Fury.
The chick that was in that Snow White remake.
The
What's her
fate,
name?
the fate of the Furious villain.
Yeah.
With the cornrows.
Only white chick with cornrows in
Yeah.
any billion-dollar film industry.
But I will
or
watch.
film franchise.
Yeah, I will watch any movie that she's in, and even like the poster and the artwork for that movie. She just looks like, stunning. So, but what type of person would you recommend John Wick to? Like, who's the prime audience? For this,
if you're an
this
alpha male,
movie?
you definitely gotta be watching this. If you're an alpha male and you haven't seen this movie, we need to question if you're an alpha male, because this dude just walks through guys.
Agreed. I'll buy that.
Yeah, John Wick's character walks through dudes that if you saw on the street, you would move out of the way for.
Yeah.
Like you'd just move away.
So that jacked dude he kills at the tub.
Yeah.
Like we're in the the
Dude,
bathhouse, dude.
yoked.
That jacked dude.
And he lets what's his face, the guy, the wrestler. He lets him go, and the guy thanks him.
Yeah.
Like he's like, go have a good night.
Well, that's Kevin Nash.
Yeah, Kevin Nash,
He's,
yeah.
he's a multiple world champion.
Yeah, and he
Tag
lets.
team champion of the Outsiders.
And when they use a guy that,
NWO
yeah,
Wolfpack.
they use that guy as the
Yeah.
prowess of the kind of guy that knows who he is and
Yeah.
is thankful that he let him go. It's like, thank you.
I wonder what the story is of how because Kevin Nash, there's always a story to how he ends up in movies.
Is there?
Yeah, because I don't think he auditions.
Well, then
Like
let's
he somehow runs into
people
people
right,
and they
yeah.
know him and
Yeah.
they remember him from wrestling and they're like, hey, like
You'd be good in this movie,
Like,
yeah.
what are you doing Tuesday? We're in town. Like it's
We're
like,
shooting a movie.
He's like, I'll come by. Like,
Hey, you got a black suit? No, we'll get one there for you.
yeah, because I'm not even sure if he dyed it for. I want to say he did not even dye it for Magic Mike. and he's one of the background. He's in Magic Mike. But
I never saw
He's
it.
like one of the So they're all like male strippers. Like
No, I know what it's
completely-
about. I just never saw it, yeah.
Everyone's completely shredded, and he's just. But he doesn't move.
Is he like a bouncer in the movie or something?
No, he's one of the guys on stage.
Oh,
And he's
wow.
part of their like stripping
Cabaret thing?
Yeah, and
Oh, wow.
But he doesn't move. Like he can't move from wrestling. Like
Oh.
his hips and his shoulders and like his joints
yeah.
are shot. So they shot around him like
Just standing there.
yeah, like and you're almost like you can get someone
Who can move?
the same size, yoked up
Yeah.
as Kevin Nash, but it's world champion outsider Kevin Nash. And,
Yeah.
And you let him just walk around the film set in his like speedos and shoot around it.
'Cause you're like, even though this guy can't move, I'm sure if he got mad, someone will get hurt. Someone's still getting hurt, even though he's messed up.
I really feel like people hire him because they like hanging out with him. I think
Dude, that's probably what it
he's
is.
Like because whenever he's in interviews and stuff like that, he's always like just super smart, fun. He's very funny, and you're just like, I could have a couple drinks with this boy, this dude. But Chris, where are you? Like, how would you describe? Like, who would you promote this movie to? Like, who would you tell to watch John Wick?
The young kid in me. Like
cool.
the kid who grew up loving
Let that go,
Terminator
yeah.
and all the great action movies.
Anyone that's in the action
Anyone
movies.
that's in an action movie, if you like action, it's definitely
What
up
about-
your alley.
Okay,
I think.
all right.
What about you, Pete?
I would. Look, it would probably be two. It would be anyone that appreciates filmmaking at a peak. So, like, if you wanted to watch the best romantic comedy, like When Harry Met Sally, Manhattan,
Okay.
like if you wanted to watch the best science fiction movie, shout out to Keanu Reeves, Matrix 2001.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
if you wanted to watch the best, like, action movies, it's like Lethal Weapon, John Wick.
Yeah.
Or like the best, almost like revenge movie. So
Yeah,
it would be
yeah,
like
yeah.
Kill
Revenge
Bill,
plot,
the,
yeah.
the mechanic, the original Charlie
Yep.
Bronson mechanic.
Yep.
John Wick.
Yeah.
Like you could put it.
it's a
up,
subset in action. It's like revenge action. Yeah.
and I would
I go with that.
definitely top 5 revenge action.
Oh, yeah.
Period.
Yeah, yeah,
Easily
yeah.
because this movie, like even today watching it, dude, it captures your adrenaline.
Yeah.
It does.
And like even like when that scene when he goes through that bathhouse or like the
Yeah.
bottle search, like that scene is so
The whole layout for
intense.
the entire scene is
and,
awesome.
and it
The
ends.
setup for
I
it.
forgot it ends with him like falling on his back.
Yeah.
and still trying to sneak
From a
it with that
tier,
one guy.
second
yeah.
tier balcony thrown off of it. It's not like he falls. He's
Yeah.
thrown off a second tier balcony.
And then he makes that call, and he's like limping and bleeding. And It's
Yeah.
like, man, like what's holding me back? Like, what am I like? Why?
Because a second tier balcony throw fall would hold me back from a lot.
Yeah.
But I
A
just feel
lot.
like that second floor balcony fall is like a metaphor for like
Life.
like if you get like a flat tire or you spill coffee on your shirt like before a meeting or something, then it's like
You stub your toe in the
like-
morning and
yeah,
you're at work and
it's
you're
like
like,
you-
this guy can throw off a balcony.
right, like you a hole, like you think it's hard? Think about John Wick. John Wick is hard.
And he was already stabbed in the rib cage at that point, or
Dude,
shot in the rib cage.
I just
yeah.
love, and then it goes right into the hotel scene, like expanding the mythology of the Continental, and
Yeah.
it has a place.
I
Like,
kind of feel like there's room, not now, but after a third John Wick, where they're like, all right, Keanu Reeves is going to sign off on this anymore, and whoever they sell the rights to is going to just murder it, making John Wick 4 and 5 with some off-name actor.
Yeah, or-
before they do that, though, they should make a spin-off about the Continental and how that
I
started.
was going to say, I think that's more likely where the franchise will go after the. I think they're talking about a Continental TV show.
Really?
I kind of want to say I remember. Yeah, I can
Oh.
look that up. While,
Alright.
Hey, Chris, we got a party over here.
You got a what?
We got a party over here. We have a party over here.
We have a party over here.
Yeah. Meaning you're not talking.
Oh,
Would you like to talk
Dude,
during
he's
the podcast?
So during the podcast,
Chris,
he's
what,
like,
what is
what am I not getting? What's going on
Oh
right
my
now?
God, Chris, you okay?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Okay.
You caught him off guard.
Call me off.
Chris is on medication.
People can't see.
I wish.
Chris, Chris, you could just you went along with that. It would help us.
I was
No,
gonna
wait,
say,
wait,
It would help us out.
yeah.
No, I'm fact checking this. Chris is not on medication.
Yeah.
We don't have live calls in yet, Chris. They people can't call us in.
Let's go to the caller.
Yeah, let's go.
Geez.
Jan, you're on with Mark and Chris.
John Wick TV
John.
series in the works at Stars.
Oh, okay.
Stars.
Stars. Yeah, Stars. Right. People like. Called The Continental.
Oh, dude.
Yeah,
Wow.
and Stars has some good shows. Right. They have that Black Tide, that Black Flag.
You're looking at me. I have no idea.
There's like a pirate show that they have. That's
I've
popular.
heard they've got some good shows, but I've never met anybody who.
Empire. Remember Lauren from
Oh, yeah,
Rap
yeah.
Shack used to go on and on about that.
Oh, that's Empire. Everybody's so hyped in that. I'm not.
People are committed to it. They seem to like it. I think.
But I thought Empire jumped to Fox.
Am I thinking of? Oh, I'm
you're
thinking
thinking
of
of
Power.
Yeah,
Power.
Power was on Stars.
Yeah, Empire is the
On Fox.
record show.
Yeah, yeah,
Empire is the one with
records.
Yeah.
50 Cent.
No, that's
Power.
no.
Power.
No. Oh yeah, Power's 50 Cent on Stars.
On Stars.
Empire is on Fox
Empire.
with
Yeah, I was clarifying.
what's his name?
I
Not
was-
Lawrence Fishburne. I can never think of his name.
Well, you don't have to.
He's like a younger Lawrence Fishburne looking kind
Terrence
of guy.
Howard.
Yes, Terrence Howard.
Terrence Howard.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the guy.
Hey, Chris, we have a party over here.
Over here. Where
Take
is
two.
this
Take
party?
two.
It's like, what?
What's the party? Where's the party at?
That reaction is just going to be our Marvel episode with Chris. Hey, Chris, what do you think of the Marvel movies? Huh?
Wait, what's that?
Marvel movies? What are you talking about? Marvel. Marvel.
What's B talking about?
I don't know, Marvel.
Okay.
Chris, go play Sudoku while we record this podcast.
Marvel movie.
Speaking of Marvel movies,
Marvel movie.
we got one coming up.
We have Infinity Gauntlet. Mark and I are
It's
amped.
Infinity War. Infinity Gauntlet.
Anyone, we all know it's Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah, I know. Any true Marvel guy knows it's Infinity
Yeah,
Gauntlet.
but no, it's Infinity War. Chris don't care. Mark and I do, which is cool.
Chris
But
couldn't care less. Mark couldn't want it more.
I like that. I do like that we had a general John Wick discussion other than the Marvel theme. I wasn't
Yeah.
really feeling the who just did someone just fart? Chris just fart?
Oh man, we're losing it. the thin glue that held this together is starting to get watered down.
Chris was falling asleep watching John Wick. I think Chris should have just went to bed.
Yeah.
I think Chris should have just.
I gotta agree.
crashed that.
I think I checked out. Yeah.
But I'm so glad we got to recommendate that Chris. You know, he poo-pooed Tropic Thunder in the last recording. But he liked John Wick, and I'm at least happy with that.
I'm so surprised he doesn't like Tropic Thunder.
Yeah, just so not into it.
There's some
was
subtle
laughing, too.
there's some
There's
subtle
some,
comedy in there.
I'm not saying there wasn't funny in it.
Do you think
Yeah.
you got?
Funny
Maybe
in
you
it.
got to watch it again.
I don't know.
Yeah, watch it again.
Maybe you got to be lit. We got to be lit
Maybe
up.
I'm not the biggest fan of those big name actors either.
Watch it
I don't
again.
know.
See, I kind of like it got Jack Black into a different realm. I'm tired of seeing him play musical instruments.
Yeah.
I could care less if you play music. I
Yeah,
really could care
that's
less.
why I wanted to see Jumanji.
Yeah.
Because he's not that.
Yeah,
he's not Jack Black.
exactly,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm curious about how he's in Jumanji, but I feel like everything else he's the same.
You-
guy.
Well, except for Tropic Thunder. That's what I'm
Chris,
saying. It's a
you
resurgence
can,
of this
Why
guy.
don't you do this, Chris? Why don't you watch Tropic Thunder again?
By yourself.
Nah.
Because there's a party over here.
What?
Yeah, take 3.
There's a party over here, Chris.
In my pants.
I was waiting for what you guys to
Sex
say.
party?
I didn't want to be the guy to say that.
Even that would have been a better
Response.
You could almost said
That's what
anything.
went through my head, but then I'm
Other
like,
than
yeah.
anything,
Other than awkward silence. would have been-
other than the way you reacted, anything would have been a step up from that.
Wait, say something. Say anything.
You're like, wait, we're having a party over here. I'm just like, yeah.
Well, first it was a look. It was a. What is he saying right now?
What do you want me to do about the party? What do you want? You want me to bring cheese and crackers? You know what? What do you want?
Is there a party tonight? Are we going to a party?
It's like I thought we were recording a podcast. What's this about a party?
Is there a party like now?
Listen, when the conversation comes back to movies that are in my wheelhouse,
we're doing,
I'll be able to join the party.
We're doing a podcast. What's a party about? What's a party?
All right, I think we're losing it.
A podcast.
Let's get ready to sign off here, fellas.
There's a podcast party? Is he saying podcast or did he mean party?
Now Pete's starting to lose it.
I'm just going through like what the rationale would have been through Chris's. Like, oh, he said party, but I think he means podcast.
All right, well, answer. So, Chris,
It's pronounced.
Pete's thinking about a party he's going to, but we're shooting a podcast, and now I don't know what he's talking about.
You must have just not said it right.
He must have just said the whole word wrong.
He said party, but I think he means potpourri.
Oh gosh.
Like it smells, but he could use some potpourri, like a cinnamon one. I like cinnamon potpourri.
Just remember, follow me on Instagram.
Here it is, Babadoosh.
DOCWATSO.
DOCWATSO. Mark, what's your IG?
That'd be Iwani85.
Oh, I want
AKAPAD 13 in the house.
drink. Boom.
And true Chris fashion, he's still bombing over here.
No, Chris,
That was a bad one.
Why don't
That was
you
a
tell
bad
us
one,
another
Chris.
Tom Segura story?
Look, here,
Which one do you want to hear? I'll tell you as many as you can handle.
Speaking of stories, let's tell the story of how we sat down. So we, Chris and
Put my
I,
butt in the seat.
Chris and I have done 3 total episodes today. Mark has done 2 with us.
Yep.
Yeah, we spent time watching movies. We spent time getting here. We hustled. We tried to, I don't know, get momentum, develop just something to sit down to. Look, we're compelled to do this. It's not always easy,
Yeah.
but working through some of the uneasy stuff is a part of doing this.
Yeah. Part of the process. You got to get.
Okay.
Not everything's a material, and you know, with me, 90% of it's not.
Anyone that does fitness knows that you need. This is something I preach a lot, and Mark doesn't correct me, which I think is a good thing because then I know it's a good thought when it comes to fitness. But you need the bad days to work towards the good days.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Not every day you're fired. Not every day you're fired up, but you need like a bad week to get into a good week. And that good week is the level of growth you can have from a good week.
Yep.
When your muscles are developed is exponential. But okay, look, signing off. Everyone have a good day.
Oh, yeah.
You guys want to say anything?
It's been a great day
The party is over here.
for us. For me and Pete, it's over here.
I'll be honest with you, I just got like
In
business.
All right, we have a new dream warrior in the house. Dallas the cat.
Dallas Diamond Cat.
Instagram, Diamond Dallas Cat. He's
Hashtag,
plugging
hashtag.
hashtag Dallas the cat.
Hashtag cat.
All right, buddy. Get going. Get going.
I think the music is turning me back on.
Getting it.
Like,
This is my get aim. This is my.
I'll be honest with you. I was losing.
Yeah.
I
What's
lost
what
cabin
is
pressure. I don't know.
happening there? Why
Ooh,
are we
wake up,
losing
wake
cabin
up. Maybe
pressure?
a little bit more coffee. Maybe some coffee. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe
Here,
a drink of
just
coffee.
take this.
All right, I'm taking it. Good coffee, a couple slaps to the face.
This thing's got 1 or 2 coffee grinds floating in there.
Ah, that's all right.
Yeah. I just wish it was. I just wish you could have sex with other men without it being gay. Why is this? Yeah. Why is this so
Why
gay?
is it gotta be so gay? Why do people gotta make it so faggy?
Yeah.
Like, they make it so faggy.
Who here
Just like
watched
a
Babysitter? Did you watch all of that on
Yes.
Netflix?
Yes.
What'd you think of Babysitter?
Interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I loved
different.
it. Yeah.
I liked it. It was-
Especially
it
at
was
the end
different.
when he drives the car through the house.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just do it. Awesome car, amazing females, cool
I like
plot.
the kid as a character.
Yeah, the kid was lovable. Like
Which
you know,
one? I didn't see it. Which one?
Babysitter.
No, I didn't say one.
Yeah, it's directed by Mick G, the guy who did the Charlie's Angels movies, and
Oh, okay.
he did Terminator Salvation. Yeah. So anyway, but Mick G is a very well accomplished director, and they released Babysitter during Halloween, so he's one of their I think they did one horror movie a week for the month of October, Netflix, because it's 5 or 6 horror movies came out. It was that Gerald's Game, the 1923, the one with
Yeah, that one sounds
with Tom
familiar.
Hardy, not Tom Hardy. Who's the Punisher? Thomas Jane.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm forgetting maybe 2 of the other ones.
I love how he's in fucking Baby Driver. He played a pretty badass character in Baby Driver, actually.
You know what? He's in a movie called Stedler, or Staindler,
Oh, I didn't see
which
that one
based on a true story of these South African
Smugglers.
No, they were cops, but they were bank robbers.
Oh shit.
And he has that like South African accent.
What's that movie that just came out with 50 Cent and
No,
like,
I want to say
it's a-
something heist or the
yeah, it's a bank
Wolf.
it's a bank robbery movie. Or,
Yeah,
heist movie.
everyone said that was just a complete ripoff of Heat. They're saying it's just like Heat. The 50 Cent and Gerard Butler were in this heist,
Yeah.
this cool criminal with cool guns type movie.
But Heat was a comedy with chicks. I mean, there's guys in it.
no.
Oh, that's
Heat.
the Heat. Oh, I'm thinking of the yeah. He was
well,
Robert De Niro
Heat.
and that's the Heat.
Yeah, Heat.
Heat. Oh yeah, Robert De Niro and Al Pacino.
Heat,
Yeah.
Heat also is a
That was just on the other day. That's why I was like,
yeah, and Heat.
I like guys that like you to like me.
Yeah,
and it keeps me on my toes.
Heat-
where I gotta be.
Heat is also a Heat's also a Burt Reynolds movie too.
Trevor Ferguson. Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
So, for those of us who like Burt Reynolds.
I like Burt Reynolds.
Yeah.
With the stash.
The stash.
I think the old Burt Reynolds, new Burt Reynolds, he can't get any.
No? What? No. Well, what's new Burt Reynolds? Like Boogie Nights?
No, the remake of with oh my god, I'm having a brain fart.
Isn't Burt Reynolds part gay?
I think they are.
They all are the Hollywood types. They all end up
Stop trying to bait me with a Tom Segura joke, asshole.
What's that?
Stop trying to bait me with a Tom Segura bit.
I swear to God, I'm not. Every time I see this guy, just sees bits.
Hey,
sees
Mark.
Tom Segura bits and
Mark,
everything.
No, that's a bit from about Tommy Lee Jones. His dad tells him Tommy Lee Jones is gay, and he starts telling everybody for like 15 years. And he finds out that he's not. Some guy's like, I know Tommy Lee Jones. I've known him before he was married, and he's not gay. He's like, what is happening right now? He's like, so I call my dad. My dad's like, Dad, I just got confirmation that Tommy Lee Jones is not gay. He's like, oh, okay. He's like, what? I just thought he was.
I wasn't listening.
I guess I was stealing a joke. I don't know.
Okay.
I thought you were doing it on purpose, though. I thought you were referencing,
not even.
I thought you were referencing a Tom Segura joke.
So Mark,
To fuck with me.
quick side note. How much of today's time do you think you spent on Tinder?
I spent way more time doing work stuff than podcasting. I gotta be honest with you. And cooking.
And cooking? Yeah. Would you meal prep today?
Meal prepped turkey. Oh no, I'm sorry. Turkey's something I meal prepped, but I actually got shit organized today.
Oh, okay.
So I already cooked green beans. I already cooked risotto. Already cooked steak or ground beef. But today I
Okay.
finished cooking the turkey meat.
Damn.
And then just organizing it all.
Nice. Very
Get ready
nice.
for the week. Gotta stay on point this week.
Gotta stay on point.
Gotta stay on point.
Chris, are you staying on point?
Always. Every day.
Hooah!
I live on
Always.
the
Yeah.
I live on the point. I live on that.
No, you live on the brink.
Yes.
On the,
Right on the brink, right on the edge.
the existential brink of extinction.
Always just towing that line.
You guys know what we're listening to?
Music.
This is the entrance music for Jinder Mahal, the former WWE World Champion.
I say it sounded familiar, but I feel like it's been in a movie
Jinder.
too.
Alexa, stop. There you go.
I wasn't listening when I was responding.
Always.
I was.
Oh my god.
That's a female thing. You're auto rebuttaling. Stop auto rebuttaling.
It's an honor, yeah.
You're not even listening. You're just responding.
Yeah.
Well, it's because I had these giant things on my head and I'm hearing myself breathing.
That's actually a good point. I'm hearing myself breathing. I don't do this very often.
Right. I don't hear myself breathe.
But anyway, follow me on Instagram.
There you go.
So
Anyway,
Now we get to it. Are we getting into it? Let's get into it.
let's get
guys.
into it.
get
Yeah,
into
let's do it.
Mark,
yes.
Chris,
Here.
present.
Present. I was thinking the same.
This
Bueller.
is Dream Warriors 84.
84.
And we're just, it's,
Making it happen, Captain. Get in the zone. I think it's like gay combination of green headband and pink.
This is the slowest start.
this is
No, we've had some rough ones.
I feel like
Disaster.
we
We've
are
had some
stumbling out of the
disaster.
gate on this one.
well, I think
You
once,
two speak for yourself. I haven't fucked up yet.
I think once there's a,
Every dog has his day.
you kind of,